Yeah.
Pre-workout is still
Hey,
working.
when did you stop creasing your jeans?
Hey man, I don't got nothing to say about it like that.
Man, niggas just stop
Now
creasing
you know you
jeans.
can't iron your jeans if they dirty.
I'm not, but I ain't creasing them.
I ain't creasing.
I ain't creasing.
You can iron your jeans and not crease them.
Right.
Those are not synonymous with each other.
When did I stop creasing?
It had to be
My
during
creases used to be cold.
the big
Crisp.
jersey early, the big jersey era.
Yeah, that's when it stopped. And that was early 2000s.
No, I was creasing my shirts in.
You was creasing your shirts.
Y'all wouldn't put.
Damn.
I
Y'all
feel
would-
like creasing your shirts is not bad though.
That's
Y'all
what?
wouldn't
That's
put
some
the-
prison shit.
y'all put
In the middle?
the line in the middle of your shirt.
Like the line on the sleeve.
If you got-
No,
Sleeping
in the middle. In the middle of your
If you had a
shirt.
crease in your shirt, I either,
I've never done
I think
that.
you either went to the prison or you was in the military. Those are the only two that crease their shirts in the middle. That's insane.
Yeah, I ain't never.
Hey, Mike, make sure
Crease
you
in the middle.
we turned up, baby. They be saying we low on you on the tube.
My mic sounds low.
It sounds lower, but we had that feedback. So.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
man, when did I stop creasing? Like
Had
for
to be the
real
Black
creasing?
album.
It was the 2000. It had to be like right around like right when throwbacks became a thing.
I'm done wearing jerseys. I'm 30 plus.
I think when throwbacks became a thing is when you kind of stopped creasing your jeans.
I said
Because-
2006,
So it's like 06.
Oh, 6?
2005, 2000.
Damn, it's been
is
that long.
late. That's late though.
That was when I'm still in high school.
Okay. I don't think I was creasing.
I don't think I was creasing my jeans
in
in the high
2006. Fuck no.
Not even in high school. Not
in high school. I did for
not
sure.
the end of high school.
Did you cuff them?
I didn't cuff them.
I cuff mine and iron the cuff and they're tough. Like
I cuffed.
We used to staple
yeah,
them underneath.
see, you used to staple them.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, that was
Staple
some weird
them.
shit.
Yeah.
We didn't want the denim to
in
bleed
the
on the
Guadalupe?
shoes, so we would.
I mean, that's what
cuff
that-
'em.
yeah.
That was the thing too.
Oh, the bleeding on the white
Yeah,
shoes.
yeah. So we cuff them in and then staple them.
See, ours was
You cuffed yours in.
Yeah,
I cuffed mine out.
when I was in school, they was putting the rubber bands on the bottom.
I remember
That was the
era.
thing, too,
That was the
yeah.
thing. Yup.
That's how I used to cuff mine. I would not put the rubber bands, but I would like tie it around my ankle, then cuff it because it hold it instead of the rubber band.
You would cuff yours in or out.
Was y'all putting the socks in y'all shoes
I wanna
during y'all
say
time?
No.
So you wouldn't put your socks in the Air Force One so it wouldn't crease?
Nah.
Wait, what?
I was working then.
I
Why you was
remember
wearing
that.
it?
Feet be numb and some other.
And they be hurting
Why you
right on
wearing
the
it?
top.
Yeah.
I ain't even heard of that.
That was
That's-
insane.
That was before the crease protectors.
You gotta walk different when you got Air Force Ones on. You gotta be
yeah.
intentional with your steps.
I'd be like, I get it. I understand. I get it. I get it. I get it.
That is insane.
Was that? Would you? I hope you wasn't.
What?
Was you creasing stuff?
Who?
You.
Me as a no.
Women didn't crease their jeans.
I never did.
You didn't crease your
I
Dickie
always
suit?
just my what?
Dickie suit.
I did not have no Dickie suit.
Oh, I just think everybody from Cali just get a
Oh,
Dickie
okay. I
suit.
thought you was trying to be funny.
Everybody from Cali has a dick.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
you was trying to be funny, but
Prerequisite.
no, I didn't.
No.
I used to iron. I mean, of course, I would iron my clothes, but I never put no crease in my pants.
That was the
Never.
first sign of you on that track to stud them. It's the crease. It's the creasy jeans. Yeah, man. But peace out. This is Views from the 7 podcast, man. This your guy Spence. I'm joined with my homeboy. We got a full crew today.
Yeah.
Ivan,
What's good?
Skinny,
Yeah.
Wifey,
Yeah.
S.O.
Yes, sir.
Ivan, what's been up, man? I see you was Coach Carter out there and shit, man.
Kids got their ass whooped, man. Kids got their ass whooped, man. I've been trying to
He
explain.
said, I
to
seen
my-
him on Instagram. He said, yeah, you know what? We did all right, though. We went 2-1.
We did first day, boy. The next day, shit got real ugly. This is something I tried to explain to my son before, right? Like, don't take that tart shit to heart, like, because pros will play a tart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't take that tart shit to heart, because this is cardio for these niggas.
Yep.
If there's real bread on the line, it was a money tournament.
Niggas.
It was a cash prize of $5,000, which,
Oh,
from my understanding, mysteriously disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas robbed the prize money?
Wait, what? Hey, nigga. Hey, I'm starting to understand. Hey, man, what's the cheerleaders be getting robbed out there, nigga? They stay having cheerleading battles for money and the money, though.
The money just mysterious, so nobody got paid, from my understanding.
I would.
That's so trifling.
Which is crazy because
So
it
you
was
gotta
sponsored
pay
by
to get in?
It was you had to pay to get in, and it was sponsored by the city of Las Vegas.
Oh, I
Wow.
would be pissed.
So the money.
So what do you do? Like,
I don't know. That was the problem we had to deal with because we got our ass whooped. But yeah, to my understanding, the money just disappeared.
So you say you told your young one to don't take it to heart with that.
Because playing against pros at like settings, like they're not going at you full speed. Because if there's a check on them, if there's actual bread on the line, you want to see a different side of them. So don't ever take them target runs to heart. Because it's gonna look different if there's a check on the line. Like and literally, dude, like one of the guys that they played against, he's a pro. He's been a pro for like the last 10 years.
Okay.
So he just was talking to him, and he was just like, yeah. And like he was talking about different stuff, but like at one point he was like, yeah, because they're my kids over there. And I don't know if he picked up on that, but like this is how some people feed their family. This is how people like literally feed their people.
It's a different
so don't ever, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever take that. I think I could be a pro because I get buckets at Tart. No. This is
how people feed their families.
This is how people feed their families. And if there's a check on the line, it's me and you gonna see a different dog.
Yeah.
So don't ever take that shit. Don't ever take. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever take that shit to heart because you get your feelings hurt.
So you still think you could beat Jared Dudley?
Fuck yeah. I believe that shit wholeheartedly.
Hey, them pros are different, bro.
It's a couple, and it's a couple like when before Impact Basketball left Tarkanian. Like that's where a lot of the NBA players would play in the summertime when they would come to Vegas because Vegas is the only summer league that has all 30 NBA teams.
Yep.
So a lot of them they would come to Tark and play in the summertime. So you would see like some of the younger players in there actually playing. Like I've seen a few, and I was like, how did this nigga get to the league? Because it's not like you playing against other. Like me, you playing against other people who are in your same position. It's like this nigga do not look like an NBA player. Like how the fuck did he get drafted? It's a few of them. I ain't gonna say no names, but I seen them like, ugh. Yeah. God must have saw the same thing because they're no longer. They're no longer, but it's just like.
But then I mean, these kids these days really don't understand. Like when you get to the league, it's more of a skill position, right? You can be trash, but if you can fucking rebound that ball, or you can 3-and-D, because it's only a select few that's gonna have the ball in their hands like that.
Specialize. You gotta find your role and specialize in it.
Or you gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
But how was the coaching experience?
I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Like I guess if this was like a group of kids who I had been coaching, who I like started coaching with, it'd be different. Like to be thrown in something is different. Yeah. But like trying to get 10 people to have a singular mind and all accomplish one goal.
And you talking about adults, then?
Yeah, that's what.
That's why a lot of people,
Adults
prefer
younger
a lot
kids.
of people prefer the younger kids. Yeah,
I agree. I agree. Plus, like having a conversation with him, like just talking about.
They know your basketball history. That's probably why they probably didn't know.
That was like he don't know what he's talking about.
Nigga don't know what he's talking about.
Nigga giving us the Samuel L. Jackson Deep Blue speech, the Deep Blue Sea speech.
It happens all the time. Like and literally, like again, we talking to the pro, and the pro is telling them something, and I'm like, that's crazy. 'Cause I tell him the same shit all the time, but I'm Pop, so he don't know what the fuck he talking about.
Yeah.
All right. It sounds different coming from somebody who's actually a nigga who's saying I'm about to leave in June. Like let's get in the gym together because I'm about to leave in June to go back to play basketball. But he's telling you the same shit I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Right.
So hopefully I put a little validity on the shit I'm saying, but I doubt it. I'm just Pops.
It's always different when they hear it from somebody else.
Yeah.
They could be a pro or they could be somebody off the street that they just look up to. They
Yeah.
don't care.
I'm just Pops at this point, but I'm cool with that too. I ain't tripping. I don't coach, Nope.
Everything else been going, man.
Everything has been cool. That weight I have found, it lost itself again. It lost itself again. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself.
You went through that shirt on.
2X, baby. I'm
With
down.
some joggers. Nigga came in here with some joggers. That's
Hey, listen, I'm an old nigga, man.
He came in here with the
The joggers feel good. I ain't gonna hold you. The motherfuckers feel good, nigga.
The blue jean jackets is crazy.
You gotta stop calling them jackets. These are joggers. These are denim joggers, nigga.
Wait, denim?
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, listen, come on.
I have like 2 pairs of those. That's like $600.
Okay, now I might have to take them off. I'm just the same as Mike. I'm out this shit. I'm making some bad life decisions.
Yeah, denim.
You remember a Jagged Edge?
Jagged Edge.
Those are definitely jeggings.
Definitely
They're
jackets.
definitely
Not jagging. They're not. They're not gonna do that to me.
Jagged Edge.
I like these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers feel comfortable, nigga. Shit.
I even came in here like, I ain't fresh.
Meet me at McDonald's.
You mean at the altar in your blue checks? Hey.
Hey, shit.
Wow.
I'm just for comfort nowadays. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck no more. I had my time. I had my moment in the sun. Shit.
Nothing wrong with the jeggings, bro.
Yeah, those
these are
motherfuckers
not-
breathe really good.
Come on, man. Got the
They're
elastic
all
band on them.
soft,
Shit.
like,
you gotta put no belt on, nigga. You
Y'all
gotta
the
show
dog.
fucking go.
You got the toddler pants on.
Jagging edges, nigga.
Tyler Perry to say that we not doing this.
You can
Y'all gonna be
sleep in those
fucked up.
motherfuckers.
If it had the insole, little drawstring shit.
They do got the drawstring. Nigga, look.
Oh, them on purpose. What? You go swimming in them motherfuckers.
What? I love these.
You don't gotta buy a belt.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. Come on, man.
Yeah, boy.
God damn.
40 is so different. Yeah, he remember Jagging Edge for real, bro. That's crazy.
I love these, nigga. That's what y'all talking about.
You bought a bunch of them.
Yes. I have two in denim, and then I got like the
assortment
black
of 'em.
pair.
Skinny,
and,
how
like,
you
two
been,
different
man?
khakis. I got two different color khakis.
You got the khakis too?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Skinny,
Can't
how you
wait
doing,
to break
bro?
them motherfuckers out.
Yeah, you gotta get the gray ones.
What?
Skinny, how you been, man?
What?
Hey, man. I've been cool, man.
Are you wearing drawers with these at least?
Yes, I do have one draw.
Thank God.
Because I be getting all
That's
of it.
why I was late.
No
finding some
Diddy.
draws. Because if I was gonna be on time, I would have.
Okay.
That's
Because
crazy.
I be getting all that shit, man. No Diddy. But every time this nigga turn
No
around,
Diddy
it's-
part is fucking crazy.
That's the new shit. though.
it's the new shit, man.
I
No puff.
literally
No
just
Diddy.
got. I just got DM today. It said,
We
if y'all
better
are
not say
saying,
that.
you got it too?
Yep.
Exactly.
What was
Same
what did DM
person.
say?
If y'all better not say the no Diddy. Hey, guess what? It's here.
Right.
What's been up with it, man? Another week?
Another week, man.
Niggas was saying you was shooting from 40 feet last week, man. Shout out to you, man.
Oh man, yeah.
Went out and you went out guns blazing.
Yup.
Not much, man. I watched that Roadhouse shit.
Heard terrible things.
I didn't know it was a remake. It was. I can't say it was bad. It was what I expected. So I can't say it was
It's
bad.
Patrick Swayze 80s movie. Then they remade it with Jake Gyllenhaal
Okay,
and Conor McGregor.
Okay, yeah,
And
okay.
Conor McGregor. Yeah.
Conor McGregor.
Ooh.
Conor McGregor is horrible.
I mean,
But I don't know. Okay, so he's a horrible actor, but he acted like Conor McGregor. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you just did.
Yeah, he kind of just gave you the way
Who
he
he
acted
is.
before fights and
Yeah.
how he like
yeah.
he did that weird walk, the whole. It was the same shit. Like it was just that, but so yeah, I watched that. I think the Power Universe is over with for me. I think it's over,
Finally
man.
came to the light.
I keep trying
Hard
though.
to give
like,
it up, huh?
Well, we only got one season
Because
left.
there's
of
nothing
Ghost.
else to see. There's nothing else to watch.
We only got one season left of Ghost. So that's a wrap.
Everybody's saying BMF is going to shits.
BMF has went
It is. It's hard.
How does a true
BMF.
story go to shits though?
That's what's
because it's not a true story no more.
It's based on a true
Like-
story. Like,
Oh, they
Like
want-
it's like
they adding
lightly
shit to
based
it.
now. Like
Yeah.
now they're just adding these weird characters
like
that
Meech and Tupac.
it's
That's
turning into Pink Valley.
what did that? The show with Spencer James on it.
All American.
All
All
American.
American.
That's how that they were saying. That's how that went.
yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
you can tell. Like it's been so many BMF docs. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been so many BMF docs. So you kind of like know the story
Yeah.
for the most part. Adding Tupac was fucking insane. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Gay
And why they can't ever get like
Well, that
a
nigga
good
was
Tupac? Like,
gay.
I'm like, Tupac wasn't even dressing like this at that time, Frank.
Gay.
Yeah, adding the Tupac was fucking.
Gay.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, because of like
They jumped the shark with that one.
their stories as far as Meech, because Terry's story is kind of somewhere else within the doc part of it. It's kind of somewhere else. As far as Meech is the one that truly did encounter a lot of the rappers, but we talking about the Jeezys, the T.I.s, the Atlanta
Yeah.
niggas in that time frame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
They went to
He was
pop.
gone already.
Pac already did.
They in like
Yeah.
they in like early 90s.
they like
too.
in early 90s,
'Cause they
but
playing
it's
Mortal
not.
Kombat.
But they said that BMF, like they did go down to Atlanta like early 90s.
They did,
That
but
they were down.
Pop,
Yeah, they was there. Like, so they bring up the Red Dog shit. I think Outkast spoke on the Red Dog. Different Atlanta artists early in that time spoke on the Red Dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they brought that shit up, which is cool. Okay, y'all was there, so we know that part is factual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just so much that's like far fetched.
Tupac and Onyx.
Who are the Red Dogs?
there was a task force.
So they was like, they was like the task force, like the drug task force.
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
snacking.
They'll do hella like
I'm not snacking.
Oh,
we just heard
the
the
bag.
Oh.
bag.
You need to take it up a little bit.
Hey, Mike, can you turn me up some?
You just turn the mics up. Yeah, so they would do different shit like that. Like that's what the Red Dogs was. They was a task force for drugs. They'd do hella illegal shit,
I
like
have heard of that.
throw, like put drugs on you and all that type of shit.
Okay.
Like them niggas they was foul. But Atlanta rappers spoke on them early.
Yeah.
So that's part is dope, but then the exaggerated shit is just like, come on, bruh. Like
Yeah.
and
and
T the
then-
reason they got locked up, ain't it? It was his phone.
T is the reason they got locked up.
Yeah, it wasn't
T is
even
the
Meech.
reason.
It
And
was
they
T.
kind of went in. They kind of started this season with that, and which
Yeah.
was weird too, because you
Yeah.
start the season with them being
And then they
locked
go
up,
right to Meech.
and then you go way back to the '90s. Like nigga, get to the 2000s right
Yeah.
now. Like get to when
Please.
get to when these niggas started doing crazy shit, and
Right.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, getting shot at and all that. Like get there, like
Then you gonna come back?
yeah, it's just so as far as BMF, I really follow BMF. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole story shit. Like I remember when the bus and all that shit at first happened, when they had the house in San Francisco, that literally that motherfucker looked like it was nothing but pillowcases in there, like all pillows, and it was all fucking bricks.
Oh wow.
So I remember when that was like a headline and all that shit. So I really follow BMF. So that's why it's pissing me off more and more and more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I know Meech was the
The stunner, the showman.
yeah, like I know he was that, but he was smart.
Yep.
Like as far as T was more like they not looking at me because you shining, but Meech wasn't talking about no shit on his phone. Like even when he was taking people bricks and shit, like he would pull up on the nigga that's selling dope on the corner and be like, "Hey man, go ahead," and hand him the keys,
Yeah.
and then in the car would have like a brick, and they already knew the routine of what they need to do. So he never put nothing out there on the phone. So he was the smart one. So yeah, I just wanted to
See,
get to
I
that
didn't even
part.
know who was T. I didn't even know
T is
that
the
it was
brother.
T is the brother.
Okay, see, I didn't even know
He was
him.
the operations behind.
He yeah. T. So
Meech take the risk.
they didn't start the series until T got home.
Okay.
That was the deal. Like one of us have to be out before y'all start the series.
Okay.
But T failed.
Miserably.
T failed. What you
And the
mean?
cold part about it, he's on the set. He's like the advisor.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
But T. So they had basically two different crews. T wasn't really repping BMF
we
no
had-
more.
remember
So you
we
gonna have a
had-
whole little snack section going on right now.
Y'all can't hear me.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
can.
can.
I'm not even chewing.
You definitely going to get
Good
your
as a
belief.
motherfucker.
All
I'm not
them
even
rap-
chewing,
You
bro.
can hear the rappers
The
and
rapper loud as
everything.
Oh shit! I mean that's that shit over there, man. I can't do nothing about that.
Can't do nothing about the shit you touching.
Man.
Niggas took the whole sub sandwich out the bag and shit.
I think maybe that's a problem. Remember we had the conversation a few weeks ago about motherfuckers that was directly involved being on the set.
Yeah. We talking about the Bob Marley movie and
Yeah,
shit. Yeah.
and now
We seeing.
it's headed towards.
He's always been on the set though.
That's true.
He's always been there. Like when they started, it
As
was
a BMF show fan, when did you feel like okay, this shit is starting to go to shit?
the end of the end of season 2.
This is season 3
This
now?
season 3, huh?
This season 3 now.
Okay.
Damn, that went super fast.
It went
I
fast.
feel like it just came on.
I feel like Meech need to be more. So season 1 was basically Meech telling the story.
That's enough.
Nigga sugar through the roof right now. God
And you know
damn.
how like when you try to be quiet and open some shit, that's when it's super loud.
I
Like,
be telling him, bro, like
please stop.
it's like I'm like an addict, man. You can't put this shit next to me. All right, cool.
But you sent me to the store though. Anyway, go
sorry,
ahead,
I'm sorry.
finish
Man.
Skinny. He's so rude.
Over there growing grandma arms.
Got the church kitchen lady arms.
He doing it as we speak.
That's
like
crazy.
Put some greens on that plate.
Fuck y'all.
Buddy Love turned the Professor Club right in front of us. But yeah, so the first season Meech was more involved, right? Like the first season was basically based on a lot of the letters that Meech and fucking 50 was doing back and forth. That was basically the first season. The second season was like T's.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of like T's story. Like T
Yeah.
telling a little bit of story. This is kind of like T again, and it's like get us back to Meech because
Yeah.
we don't care about you, T.
Or get to the West Coast T when you in LA.
Yeah, when you was over there in San Francisco and all that
doing
shit.
all that shit. Yeah.
Get-
Get to that.
He is the most unserious.
Yeah, shit.
That nigga over there.
Oh my God.
Nom, 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 nom,
Why
nom,
you spit it out like that? And Mike got it. Mike got all of you.
Is he drooling again?
If you listening, please click on the YouTube. Please go to YouTube. So you can see this shit.
Thanks for the zoom in, Mike. It is leaking from his chin.
Just Skinny just threw that, casually threw that out there and then just moved on.
If you listening, please go to YouTube. You missed this one. You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
It's okay, all right. Come on, Skinny. God damn. I tried to drink some water. I tried to get the laughter out. But
Spit it all out.
all right.
But yeah, so T is basically the second season, and then T is more like is T telling the story. He's basically narrating this season, kinda, and it's like we don't care about T's story.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck. Like, get over to Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care. Like, there's nothing interesting about your story outside of you fucking this old bitch. There's just nothing there. And I don't kill Lala.
Damn.
Kill Lala, bro. Like, why is she
gotta
still
go?
an actress? She gotta go. Like, kill Lala, put her on Tubi, and we would love her on Tubi.
Oh
you know what
my
I'm saying?
God.
Like, her, Black China, they all deserve a movie together.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Black China's over there in Tubi right there.
Is she?
And her mama.
I thought she changed her name.
She
and got
changed her
saved.
name. Yeah.
She did, but her and her mama is doing movies and shit together. It's
Oh,
on Tubi.
wow.
Shout out to them, man.
She said by any means necessary. She gonna get the
Damn
bag.
right.
Is she in that?
Is she though?
I'm about to say,
She
how did people
was
get
with
paid
her
off Tubi?
her OnlyFans. Like it was enough to where she could just be like, no, I'm not doing it no more.
She was good if she could have just been a good mom. All the bitch had to do was be a good fucking
Is she on
mother.
the? Is she on the what's her name?
All she had to do was be a good mother.
Is she on the Freaknik documentary?
Who? Her mama?
Yeah.
I'll wait till somebody else do it.
I ain't watch it yet.
Hulu documentaries are trash.
I keep hearing
man.
that
It's-
they ain't showing no
it's
titties
too,
and
it's
ass
too
and shit.
service level. You know what I mean?
They owned by Disney.
Teletape.
It's
too nice.
It's owned by Disney. You're not gonna get.
Yeah. Give me when you show me something that's on like HBO Max or something that's on even Netflix, then I check it out. But I'm not watching no Hulu documentary that's out.
Yeah, Hulu documentary is safe.
It's just surface level. That's all.
When you watch a doc, do it gotta be?
I need the shit. I need the real. I need
the feel.
that shit. I need that shit. I need that shit.
Need the
That's
real.
why if you go like it, so
There we go, Mike. You did something.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know what you just did, Mike, but Hulu has a. What was that one festival from back in the
Fire
day?
Festival.
Was it Woodstock?
Yeah, Woodstock. 99.
Woodstock documentary on Hulu and then Woodstock documentary on HBO Max are two totally different.
Too different.
They're totally different. Woodstock on Hulu just more so like
They owned by Disney.
it's like a PG documentary and an R documentary.
They owned by Disney. They're not
We
gonna
finally
go too bad.
canceled that subscription too.
Hulu.
Yeah, Hulu and Disney. We have to get them up out of there. We don't watch them enough.
Disney is trash.
Yeah.
Wifey, what's been going on with you?
Oh, nothing really. Just been, doing the usual wifey stuff. Yesterday I did. Yesterday, all of my self-care stuff fell on the same day. So I thought that it was going to be like a great experience. But towards the end of the day, I was like, dang, this is kind of feeling like work.
How does self-care turn into work?
I don't know, cause first off, like I started off with my wax, then I had to get my pedicure, then my nails done, and it was just like this is not really feeling enjoyable. It's feeling like a task that has to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, like
get that.
I said I need to kind of like switch it up and maybe like schedule me a massage or something, cause I'm like this don't feel like self care. This feel like,
You get the hot stones?
huh?
You get the hot stones when you
I've
get
never
massages?
I've never had a massage before.
You never had a massage?
Never.
Oh, you can clean up then, because you can get it when your first time person that go, they usually give you like a discount.
Yeah, I need to look into
So
that.
any and everywhere you go, they're gonna give you that first person discount because they want you to just like sign up for their services or whatever, like subscription. So yeah, get you
Yeah,
in
I'm
there.
gonna have to go and take a look into that because
Hot stone.
I need to start like getting out and doing some different stuff because it feels like I'm always like doing things for everybody else. Like yesterday, the kids, they had practice and stuff, but they didn't get up in time. So I was like, okay, well, shit, I'm finna go do my stuff. Since y'all didn't get up, I'm just gonna go out and get me some coffee and do some stuff for me this weekend. And then I was like, I probably should have did something else because this right here was kind of trash. But
Shout out to you for the wax. though.
They
That
need to
shit
wake
is-
up.
because they're
tired of being
big.
y'all mama.
Listen, I am tired of
Tired of
waking
waking
kids
y'all up.
Y'all, like, it sounds real minute and real, like, silly, but I'm sick of waking people up. You guys are damn near grown. I should not have to wake you up. You got these phones. Y'all know how to use the alarm clock for everything else. But I got to come wake you. No, you're not up. So I'm going to go do something else instead of driving y'all around all day.
Man, I'm good, man. Went to a hookah spot Friday. They do like happy hour in the middle of the day. I know that's bad. So we went there like 3 o'clock, smoking hookah, drunk. Went home with wifey. Tried to get it
trash
in.
and not drinking.
Sleep.
Man, tried to get it in, bruh.
Oh, we can't worry.
Passed out. Yeah, I am.
Wait, you trying to get it in with your wife
Yeah, tried to get it in, man.
and fell asleep on her?
Nah, she went to the bathroom because she had that I'm about to throw up. I had one drink too many feeling. So I'm like, so you know, I'm in the
Y'all
bed.
had a good.
Now,
See.
good, man. I'm sitting there waiting. I dozed off.
But you know what? When you smoke hookah with liquor, that triggers that too. That's that like that liquor and the smoke together. It's like, woo, yeah, I'm about to throw up.
So when I wake up, she ain't there. I'm like, where you at? I open the bathroom. She on the floor, just sprawled out naked, sleep. And I'm like,
Shit, y'all had a good day. That's a good time right there,
time,
boy.
man. I'm like, man, it's a wrap. So we've been trying to redo that moment for the last 2 days and
Not
just scheduling, man.
Wait, which part? The sex or the?
Both.
yeah,
Just the
that's a good
timing,
That's a
man.
good time right there. boy.
Scheduling, that's crazy.
You got like y'all have to schedule sex?
Yeah, because I work night. So
Okay.
when I get home, she's going to work. So then when she get off work, it's like an hour or two that we like around each other, and then I'm back to work. So then she works all day Saturdays. So when she get off, we got Saturday night today, and then tomorrow morning, and then I'm back at work tomorrow night.
Okay.
So it's just a scheduling conflict.
that sucks.
And we ain't got no kids, so it ain't even like.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most
crazy.
people that do that, it's
know.
because kids are involved. So it's like, yeah.
I think it's these ghost energy drinks, man. I don't know. I'll be riled up extra, like getting in, like I'm ready to
See,
go.
I understand.
And so in my 20s right about now.
Shit, especially when I work out at night, then I come home, I got that pre-workout in my system. Shit just be like,
Yeah, let's
Nope.
go.
Over.
Let's go. Yup.
I'll be like, you don't need to drink that late.
I be like, hey, wifey, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
That's the worst though. Like when you are really sleepy and then like your spouse they not tired, so it's like they keep messing with you and
Just kiss it.
like we about to argue. We finna have a full blown fight in a minute if you don't stop poking me.
No, babe, just kiss it, please.
You start saying reckless shit.
Just a little bit.
Lift your
Just
legs
kiss
up.
it.
You ain't even gotta wake up. Yeah.
Move.
I've had an eventful week, man. You know, shout out, man. My son he would have been 15 this past Friday. You know what I'm saying? So that was just, that's like a damn morning for me.
Yeah.
So I was just, I stayed busy. It was the first time in a long time I actually went to work. I just stayed busy and, shit like that. I don't really like touch my phone too. I don't really touch my phone and all that, man. So that's just a remembrance, you know.
I was gonna ask you about that because usually y'all go 0 dark 30 on that day for sure. Like that day, and then around his the day.
Yeah.
Y'all usually go to gym.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they're a little more active than they normally are this year.
I was just a little bit because I was at home, but I actually took off that day.
Okay.
So I was at home kind of restless by myself and, a little in my feelings a little bit. So
Okay.
I was a little more active on social media that day than I normally am.
Okay.
Me, I'm like, I kind of just shut.
Yeah.
Just trying to shut out. You know what I mean? It's like, some feelings that you just don't want to, I don't want to get used to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just a full day of remembrance for me, man. And Monday I started my journey, man. A shout out to wifey and my daughters, man. They actually been helping me with my wounds.
Oh, yeah, how was that?
Boy.
It's
I've been waiting for this part.
I started my MMA journey.
Spin Seagal. We see you.
That's crazy. I started my MMA journey Monday. So I did 2 classes Monday, and then I did 1 class on Tuesday.
Shit.
It probably was easily the hardest, but the most intense sessions that I've ever been in anything in life.
As a beginner?
Yeah.
Nigga, that's what I said.
So, because most of the time,
I've heard that, but
most of
not the way that he explained it.
It's full. Okay, so it's full paced. It's when they say when you're playing basketball, they say do it at game speed, right?
Yeah.
So when you're doing MMA, you are doing drills for like 2 to 4 minutes on
Oh, never back down.
at full speed, and then you got 15 seconds of rest, and then you back at it. It's like rounds, and then at the end you spar, right? So when I go in there, my first day, we was doing jiu-jitsu.
It was just you and the trainer, or was it?
No, it was 4 trainers and like 4 of us.
Okay.
So that's cool because it's like real hands-on.
Okay.
And so we was doing jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is like wrestling and submission, right? So it's you can make motherfuckers quit without throwing a punch. That's jiu-jitsu. So that's what we was doing. So we was in there wrestling, and yeah, that was
Did you tap?
yeah, a few times. Fuck yeah, I did. Hell yeah.
That shit like it hurt.
And then I was like, as I started getting used to it, I was telling the trainer, I was like, hey, I really want to feel that. Because,
Pause.
yeah, no did it.
That got real crazy.
No,
real
no,
fast.
because when you, yeah, that's
He
crazy.
said, I really want to feel it.
Yeah. So okay, so the difference is
He wanted more than the
so the
thumb.
difference
No, I'm
is
just
you
kidding.
can
Michael ass said deeper, bro.
yeah, that's crazy. So fuck y'all, man.
You really want? I would want you to bring the pain. I want to feel the pain.
So the difference is I was tapping out because they put you in these positions that you genuinely cannot get out of, right? So
Pause this segment, y'all.
yeah, you have to. Yeah, so I'm not saying the pause no more because I gotta get out.
You gotta listen with mature ears right now.
So he puts you in positions that you just can't get out of. So what you're doing is you're trying so hard to get out of these positions, you don't have no more air, and that's when niggas beat the shit out of you because you can't move no more, and you've depleted all your energy trying to get out of it. So now I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you, right? And so that's what I was tapping out of. But there are arm bars, there are chokeholds, there are shit that motherfuckers can put you in, and those are the things that I want to feel it a little bit. So at this point we're sparring. So we was doing wrestling for like 50 minutes, man. That shit was tough. And then we started sparring. So that's when you motherfuckers just going at it. And he was like, hey man, I know y'all don't know nothing right now. This is y'all first day. Just be tough.
Just be tough.
Just be tough, right? So we just out there, and then I'm wrestling with him, and as you start to get comfortable, you start asking questions. And so I had him. I got on top of him, but the problem is you get on top of him and then you don't know what to do, right? And he was like, look. And then 3 seconds later, he jumps on top of me. So I'm on top of him, right? I'm on top of him. I have him in like a chokehold.
Okay.
I have him in like a chokehold. And then he was like, see, you got too many openings. Look. And then 3 seconds later, he jumps on top of me. He's like, I could have gave you a 1-2 right here, what I probably just knocked you out. So he jumps on top of me, and then he jumps on the side of me, and then he has my arm in an arm bar. So arm bar is where he got your legs. His legs are across your shoulder, and now he's pulling your arm. So I said, hey, man, I really want it. Because I should have tapped it, and then I couldn't do nothing. I said, I really want to feel it. And that motherfucker got this. He squeezed it a little bit, and I was like, all right, I get
That's
it.
enough.
I get it. And so then the master trainer, me and him went at it. And he beat the dog shit out of me. I ain't gonna lie. And so he said we
don't expect you to win none of these.
yeah, not right now, no.
Yeah,
but he was
no,
like,
hell no.
I want to show you. He's like, I want to show you something, right? So he was like, meanwhile, when I'm telling you this, I'm telling y'all as if we just talking. I'm going full strength at these niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm bigger than the majority. I'm bigger than everybody in there except probably like 2 people.
We get that.
So
Definitely see that.
so he's like, I want to show you something. So me and him start going at it, and he was like, got me on the ground real fast. And he was like, I'm gonna show you something. He was like, it's gonna suck, but it's gonna feel like a snake is. He said it's gonna. See, I'm trying
to be mature.
Yeah, where the fuck are we going?
So he's like, it's gonna feel like a snake is wrapped around you, right? He said it's gonna suck and it's gonna feel like a snake is wrapped around you. And then he started squeezing. Every time I took a breath, he squeezed some more until I couldn't breathe no more. He let me feel what it was like to not breathe for like 1 second.
He did it with his legs?
Everything. Arms, legs, all that. Just squeezing.
No, I'm saying he had you wrapped with his legs?
In his arms, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How the fuck is that?
You can't
Bro.
put them in the eye?
But because it's so different, because we're coming off I can't move. All that shit is just
Yeah.
So we're coming off the street, right? So it's more just about with us, it's aggression. But when you're going against somebody that looks at fighting like a science, it's different.
Absolutely.
So all the shit that we learned, they was poking holes through all that shit. So when I first walk in the gym, they like, hey man, leave your ego at the door. And then if not, there's a girl in there that is, and they have you spar her and she beat your ass. And you either quit or you know what I'm saying?
That sounds about right.
So I did that. And then I had like 15 minutes of rest. And then I went right into striking and sparring.
2 different classes?
Yes, 2 different classes.
Okay.
He told me the master trainer for jiu-jitsu told me I'm a dog, but I'm scared to hurt people. Which, yeah, consequences. Think about consequences. And then 15 minutes later, I started striking, and then that. That's gonna take some work. Striking in a real way, not just throwing a punch, but striking with the intent to beat the shit out of somebody is different from throwing a punch because I'm fighting. Right? So that was intense. That was intense. I was already depleted. I had no energy left. And then 15 seconds later, I'm going straight into all out. And my wrist hurts right now. My wrist hurts. I got all type of bruises on my feet.
Yeah, go back tomorrow. You gotta get healthy.
Man, shit.
He
I
gonna
enjoy
go.
it though. I enjoy it. So Tuesday I came. Tuesday, I got to get my hair cut and all that shit. So Tuesday was, is it Muay Thai? Muay Thai? I don't know how the fuck they say it.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Now that is kickboxing and like striking. So it's like boxing and kicking, right?
Okay.
That shit sucked. That shit sucked.
They was fucking your shit.
Painful.
I threw not one punch. He said, because I told my wife, I said, I gotta get some boxing gloves. I got all that shit. So I came in there, I got my boxing gloves. And shit. He said, all right. He said, okay, you ready? He said, go ahead and hit the bag for a minute. So we hit the bag for 4 minutes. You kind of just freestyling, doing your thing for 4 minutes. Think I'm dog tired. So he bring out this motherfucking thing. He bring out the bag, and now we're just kicking. Nigga, I ain't threw a kick since I was in teens. I ain't gonna say high school. I'm talking nigga maybe 7th grade was the last time I threw a kick, nigga. And I'm like, so in kickboxing you kick with your Shin, not your foot. So you gotta get that shit up a little bit more. Nigga, I cramped up immediately. All this shit hip, all this shit cramped up. Like, fuck, man, right? So I told dude, I said, I'll hold the bag for a minute. Right, I said, I'll hold, because it is sucks. He calls it like the what the fuck they call it, the something from hell, right? Something from hell. Because I'm sitting against the wall and I have the bag in front of me, and they're just kicking it. One person on my left, one person on my right. So it's like boom, 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 boom. I'm getting all of it.
Yeah.
When the motherfuckers start kicking hard, you feel it, bag or not. And so I had positioned myself, because he was like, position yourself at an angle, right? So the way I positioned myself, it's a new dude. He knew how to kick, but he was a new dude. So he wasn't kicking with precision. This nigga kicked me like between my thigh. So it was two new dudes. It was an older white dude and it was a younger dude. He could kick like a motherfucker, but he couldn't kick. He had no precision, right? The older dude, he was kicking, but he was kicking me like for real. So he wasn't hitting the bag. He was hitting me. Nigga, that shit hurts. And so the younger dude, this nigga like slips on the side of I don't know how the fuck he did it, but he missed the bag and he kicks me between my thigh and my nuts, right? Nigga, I dropped immediately.
Fuck you get in between your legs.
Because that's when you kick somebody, you're kicking them in the thigh. That shit hurts.
Yeah, but you had the bag, right?
He missed the
He
bag.
missed the bag.
God damn, that's a hell of a miss, though.
And he kicked me in between, because I'm at an angle. So
Right,
he
okay,
kicked me in between my thigh and my balls at the same time. When I say everything from my thigh up to my chest cramped up, nigga, I'm talking about excruciating pain.
What time is the class tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow I'm gonna go early. So he told me I told him, I drop my son off in the morning at 8:00. So he said, hey man, just get here. So strength and conditioning tomorrow's from 8 to 10. And then jiu-jitsu is from 10 to 11. And then striking is from 11 to 12. So I'm there.
Shit.
Yeah.
Morning.
Yeah. And I was going to the gym still.
It's a work shift.
Gee, nigga.
Yeah.
My first day, I was down like 3 pounds, just like that. It's no downtime. You are, and that's why they saying like it's not for everybody. There's a lot of people that go in there and then they quit because it's just, I didn't even know I had that many abs in my stomach, nigga. I'm talking about all this shit was cramped up. It was cramping up when we was over. I had to lay there for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. I'm just laying there on the mat, soaked. I'm drenched, but I just couldn't. So right now, my wrist is hurting. I gotta perfect my hook because I'm hitting with the way I'm hitting. It's power, but it's not as much power as it can be, and I'm hitting wrong, so my wrist is hurting.
You're pushing down.
It might be. So I gotta perfect that, and other than that, it's just like my feet and shit. Cause there's no shoes on the mat, so there's no shoes, there's nothing like that. So I'm
wrap it?
I'm
So
barefooted.
He has
I gotta
open
get
gashes on his
yeah.
feet, and I'm like, why would you want to do this?
I gotta get wraps for my feet. I got wraps for my hands. Shout out to wifey, she got me wraps for my hands. I got my cup now. Thank God, I'm gonna put that motherfucker on. And so
Your mouth guard.
I did get him out. I did get him out because he told me at some point I am going to get elbowed in the mouth. He did tell me
Oh,
that.
that shit fucking sucks.
And he told me that he predicts I'll probably have my hair for about 2 more months if I stay in it.
That's about right. That's about right.
Yeah. Because when you go in there, it's not like when you go in there, they're putting you in positions to where what's going to happen when you're in a street fight.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in the NBA, you're training for the NBA, but you're going to go to street ball, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so that's why, so it's fun, man. It's a humbling journey going into something that you just don't know.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers just, because he told me they're training like non-fighters in there for fights. like that's upcoming.
Yeah.
So I walked in there at a great time, he says, but that's why there's so much. I sparred like day one. Because he's just getting his fighters ready. But yeah, man, it's cool, man. It is cool. It's cool. It's fun. It's hard as fuck. It is hard. It's hard, but it's fun. It's fun. For me.
I don't think I've seen you so excited to talk about something in a very long time.
And I got my ass beat the entire time.
The entire time.
You feel cool though, right?
I wouldn't say cool. Yeah, but it's fulfilling. It's fulfilling. I would say it's fulfilling.
Like, yeah, I can do this in a weird way, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just to be able to, like, once you go through a class, Ivan, like, I can see why people don't come back. It takes one class. Cause that shit is like,
I've heard it was intense, but the way that you described it, it's not been like
oh
that.
man, shit, we went right at it. I was in there, I did all the paperwork and shit, and
Because when you think about like boxing, like I got a lot of family that box. It's you're training like the first day, but you know what I'm saying, like they're revving you up. There's
It's a gradual process kind of.
it's gradual, like you gradually
yeah,
You're not
progress.
going full out.
No,
Yeah.
not at all. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even the sparring sessions. You're not even full speed. You know what I'm saying? It's still like they're teaching you 1, 2, 3.
yeah,
Exactly.
4.
Because
You know
when
what
he
I'm
was
saying?
describing it, I'm like, but you just came. This was your first day, and y'all were
Right.
full blown sparring. Like, what is? I don't know.
That sounds like Never Back Down to me though. That sounds exactly like.
I mean,
Never Back Down.
because it's taking the three. Although there are other people that do more things, you're taking the three major arts and putting them together. It's not like boxing where you're only focused on just boxing. I'm striking to knock you out. I'm not trying to box to get points on a board.
Trying to hurt you.
Yes, if you get me into a situation where I have to defend myself, I'm actively trying to hurt you fast. It's not,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
get
saying. So
sold.
the striking in MMA is a bit different from the striking in boxing. You may have the footwork and all that shit is kind of the same, but the principles are different.
That makes sense.
So now I'm putting all of them together. So say that I go, just I just so happen to run into somebody that know how to box, right? But now I know jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. Now I'm going to put you in a submission, and now I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you instead of just we on the ground and I'm striking. That's why now you see why when Floyd go to China and shit, it's only boxing.
No, definitely.
Even though a lot of these motherfuckers really know how to fucking fight, it's only striking and boxing.
Yeah,
Because nigga, I will.
Because even in UFC, it was a while before you started having the fighters that knew how to box or knew how to really strike. Like it was a while before you got the
Shit,
Conor McGregors and shit like
what's
that.
the name?
The Tito Ortiz.
Now you go back, I look at it differently now, but now that you go back, like Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey was doing her fucking thing until she wasn't a great striker. So once she started going up against the motherfuckers that really know how to like,
A lot of UFC wasn't
Night.
like that though. Like Conor McGregor, he was like, oh shit, he know how to actually fight. Like he know how to strike. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking for the takedown every time. Tito Ortiz and niggas like that. Like it was different when you going against somebody that I know how to strike. I know how to do this, opposed to you just trying to grab me, and I know how to defend that. That's the difference. It's one thing if you able to strike or fight, but you don't know how to defend a nigga that's coming in. I could grab you. I could submission. If you don't know how to defend that, you in trouble anyway.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how good of a fighter you
This is a fact.
If you can't defend that, it's over with. So that's two different things. So hearing the way that you, like I said, I've heard people say, oh, what's the MMA shit? It was, you know what I'm saying? Like it's nice. It's a fairy tale, the way they describe it. They say it's tough, but it's not the way that you described it at all. But when, like, it's boxing is completely different. When I'm training you these combos, I'm teaching you it slowly. Like, I'm telling you what 1 is, what 4 is, what 5 is. I'm telling you what these punches is.
And then you pick up the speed later.
Then you pick up the speed later, not come in here and.
But the conversation is different. It's like we're stripping you down in boxing first. Like we strip you down,
Yeah.
then build you kind of up.
Exactly.
MMA is kind of different, and like I think for the most part, from what I know about it, like most people come into MMA with a base, whether it's wrestling,
Yes.
whether it's boxing, whether it's a different form of
Yeah.
fighting. And so like they kind of build their fight style around whatever their other base was.
Yeah.
So like you're getting a different experience where it's like, okay, MMA is the base. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a lot of people, even at the gym, there's a few people that I talk to that I only strike.
Yeah.
I don't grapple. I only strike. Or I only do jiu-jitsu, and then I'm kind of, you know what I mean, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I want to do all three.
Yeah.
And it not even just for defensive purposes. That's the last thing I'm worried about. I'm too old to be fighting. But it is it's fulfilling to go into something you have zero, I don't know, shit about it.
Yeah.
And then going to, and then it's also a great outlet with everything I'm going through. Because at this point, nigga, I'm going down two roads. I know it is. It's gonna either be I'm gonna go crazy, or I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So this is a great outlet for me to get all this shit out. Yeah. And then when I'm done, I have no fight in me left. Like I don't even want to argue with.
Yeah.
I am tired.
Right.
I ain't got nothing left to give you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's a great outlet for me, and yeah, man, I'm gonna stick to it. See how I do, man. I already got on my war wound, so I can't go back.
I heard that merch.
I can't. And so yeah, man, that's really it, man. It's cool. It's cool.
That's dope. I ain't mad at it.
So I keep y'all.
That's not been.
It's in a garage. I mean, it's a nice gym, but it's in a garage. You got one ring, and it's a big ass mat, and you know what I'm saying. You go right to work. Ain't no.
Gonna do a match?
No.
Why not?
Boy, hell.
Merch did it.
I watched niggas in there sparring. No. I am okay. It's a different, like, I like the science of boxing, right? I love the science of boxing. Nigga, it took me 30 seconds to watch two motherfuckers to go at it to say, I'm cool. Like, I'm cool. This, we'll beat the, like, you know, it's, losing a fight is one thing. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a street fight and you going against a nigga, I lose a fight, niggas be like, hey, you lose a fight, nigga, I'm back at his door tomorrow.
Yeah.
To actively see somebody and be like, this nigga will beat the fuck out of me right now.
Yeah, I think that's the difference when it comes to like
I'm cool.
MMA and boxing. Like boxing is fun. I like boxing. If you got a level head, that's cool. But MMA is like, not only do I have to train against this fighting style, I have to train against everybody's fighting style.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's when it's different because you might know 4 or 5 different things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga might have been doing it for 40 years and know everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you got to go in that ring. I don't know what this nigga gonna do.
And I have to outsmart you.
And I have to outsmart you.
On
You know what I'm
top of
saying?
it,
Like,
yeah.
when there was the Shamrocks, like them, like they can put you in a submission. So niggas knew when they went in the ring, he gonna try to put me in a submission, let me try to fight him off and keep him at a distance. You knew that. But now when you going with a nigga that not only can he punch the living shit out of me, he can submit me. And while submitting me, he's gonna fucking pound me with his fucking elbow.
Yeah, that shit is.
No, I'm leaving this motherfucker with a murder case.
Right.
So I don't understand how they do that shit and then don't get paid no money for doing MMA.
It's not really that much money. Now that I'm in it, even though I've only been there a week, it's very similar to basketball in the journey to take it to overseas or shit. Like, it's very similar. There's a lot of fighters out there that's their journey. That's
Yeah,
their
but
journey.
even the top fighters outside of like Conor McGregor aren't getting paid
No, it's
whole
not
bunch
a
of
lot.
money.
No, you would have to get a very good endorsement.
That's
something
crazy.
like that.
You got to bring the people.
To put your body through that
Yeah.
to get
And
$200,000.
there was a young fighter there. He's like, man, look, man, I do security, man, and I gotta come here because he's in camp right now. He's like, man, I do security, man. You know, I know I had to backtrack on something, and that something is sleep. But I'm here 2-3 times a day.
Damn.
A day, because he's going through camp to get himself ready for a fight. And I'm like, shit, because he was in the Muay Thai class with me. He was like, hey, man, so he's like, I'm here, I'm locked in. He was like, man, because this is the one time that someone made me tap. He's like, until you get kicked in the thigh, it's like, and then in the same spot, they're trained to kick you in the same spot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
body
facts.
arming.
It's like, he's like, man, it's similar to a motherfucker throwing a fastball at your thigh. That shit will make you drop fast. I'm like, God damn, man. So yeah, man, it's you know, it's cool, man. It's cool. It's cool.
I mean, Mike told y'all.
So I keep y'all updated, man. I go back. I try to fit it in, you know, as much as I can. I still go to the gym, so that don't make things easier. So sometimes I'm going to the gym, then I go straight to that gym.
Yeah, you
And
Like, you set yourself up for failure, bro.
and then I have to, I still got to take my girls out, so they got to get their work in. So
Oh man,
yeah, man. So when I
don't kill
sleep, I
yourself.
sleep.
don't kill
When
yourself,
I
brother.
sleep, when I sleep, I mean, I be trying to be big on, you know, recovery. Still trying to get as much protein in as possible. I can sleep, you know what I mean, shit like that. I'm still trying
That's
to,
crazy.
and I tone it down a little bit when it's time for me to go to work. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody over there. It was welcoming. You know what I mean? They treated me like family. Like as soon as I walked in, it wasn't who is this motherfucker?
Yeah,
Shit like that. So
Type of family.
they
you
know
plan on
my
going-
name, but you know how crazy it is, Skinny, where you walk into somewhere and it's more than 10 people in there and everybody knows your name after day one.
That's dope.
That's a different, you know what I mean? That's different when they're calling you by your first name.
yeah.
It's not a what's your name again? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's a cool environment. That's a
Yeah.
dope environment for me to be in.
Well, I mean, if we gonna kick in your balls, we should at least know your name.
Man, that shit hurt, man.
It's
Cause
crazy.
we was like because it was during that was my time, but jujitsu. The same dude was in that class. He was like, "Man, you too fucking big, man. We gonna start on the ground." So if they give you a 4-minute session, right? They give you a 4-minute sparring session. You get 2 minutes standing up, 2 minutes on the ground.
Okay.
So that's like if a motherfucker throw me on the ground now. Well, what do you do if you're the
okay.
person on the ground? And then you get 2 minutes where you standing up. Where okay, now what do you do? And he was like, "Hey man, we finna start on the ground because I ain't finna wrestle with you, dog. Because I have my frame, I'm big, and once I get on top of you, it's like you ain't really going nowhere unless you really know what the fuck you doing."
Yeah.
And so yeah, man. So I'm just laying there because I'm tired as the motherfucker. And then the trainer was like, "Man, if you don't get on top of him and beat the fuck out of him," I was like,
That's what he told you to do to the
"So
other
he told me
dude.
to do the other dude." But I was nigga, I'm tired. I'm tired. And so a lot of me tapping out was the fact that I'm gassed.
Your endurance is about to be crazy though.
Yeah.
Man, that shit.
When this is over with,
Nigga,
like
I was-
not even over with, like midway through,
Yeah, I was tired of the motherfucker.
your endurance is gonna be
I was
crazy.
tired as a motherfucker.
Your dick is gonna grow too.
Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what?
Relax, Mike. Mike, relax.
Well, like, why did you think we knew? You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Like, if it was just him and wifey, you know what I mean? Why did you think we?
There's been a shout out to yeah, that's crazy. Hey,
off
shout
of
out
that.
See how
to
excited she is, bro?
No, did he? My God.
shout out to how do y'all feel about you know, Candace Owens been on like a tour lately. It seems like she did just get fired yesterday.
She got fired.
Fired
She-
from
Ben
what?
Shapiro. She had a show on his network or something like that.
Oh, okay.
She got fired yesterday. I think they're saying she said something anti-Semitic. But how do y'all feel about? First of all, how do y'all feel about her? And then how do y'all feel about her being allowed on these black platforms these days?
What you mean allowed? She's black.
A lot of people say she's like real.
She was
Uncle
kind of black.
Tom-ish.
She was blacklisted though. Like they tried to kind of not include her in discussions, although she's black on the outside.
On the outside.
That's crazy.
I don't follow her enough to know her politics inside and out, but the one person I kind of compare her to is kind of like Kevin Samuels, even though these are different platforms. But you only see the highlights. You know what I'm saying? You only see what's sensationalized, I guess.
The clickbait.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? You don't know how she fully feels about certain subjects. You just know the parts where she's talking bad about black people. We gonna highlight that. So I don't know enough about her. So like I said, seeing the Kevin Samuels situations play out, where it's like, okay, well, this isn't his entire platform, but this is always what's sensationalized. You know.
I like her.
You like her?
I like her. 80% of what she say, y'all folks with. 80%.
There are pieces I've seen where I'm like, I understand why black people are mad, but I don't think she's wrong.
But I feel like people our culture, we decided that, well, the majority decided that they didn't like her because of her political views. You know, when she was supporting Trump and everything, when she first kind of like came out on the scene.
She was against him at first.
She was against him at first. Well, eventually, she was like the whole Republican princess and all that other stuff, and people just automatically did not support her because of that.
I think the George Floyd thing kind of really did her in with the black community for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because Kodak Black's other people have said things about George Floyd. We never canceled them neither.
It's a fact.
What did they say?
He was on something. It wasn't just he was getting choked out. Although he did, he was on something that his heart was sped up, I believe.
Wasn't it methamphetamine?
Something was going on with him. It wasn't just
Some type of drug.
yeah.
Yeah. And we're not saying that's a just reason to just.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that's what that was, but that was
Contributing factor.
yes.
I get that part of it, but like we're not gonna act like we didn't see this man with his knee on his neck for 9 minutes.
This is a fact.
We watched it.
This is a fact. This is a fact.
A healthy motherfucker can't take a knee on their neck
This is a fact.
for 9.5 minutes. So yeah, there's other mitigating factors for sure.
Yeah, so I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing it. I'm actually agreeing with you. Our community has a weird way of agree or disagree. Our community has a real issue with wanting to silence those we don't agree with. So it's always like, well, why don't you have them? Why do you have them on your platform, right? When the whites don't really move that way. They'll have the discussions and they'll have the hard discussions. They'll have these things and be able to go on about their lives. We are more like a silence. Silence this person. I don't want this person shouldn't be on a platform.
We're big on
And
that.
that's trash.
We're big on that.
That's an emotional response.
I think that is our issue. Is we're more
trash.
I think that's our issue in culture. Period. Is that we respond too much from an emotional side and not well, what is good for me. Let's sit back and let's see what's good for me.
Right.
And I mean, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree.
I like people that's just true to themselves. Like I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't care if you hate me. I just like people that's true to themselves. And I think for Candace Owens, that's kind of what it is for me. Like I was like, she seems true to her. You know what I'm saying? Like
She's not into groupthink.
yeah, like I'm true to me. Like this is me. Like I like people. I like it's gonna sound crazy. Reason why I hate my fucking kids sometimes is they're not true to themselves. They're always trying to be what somebody else want them to be. So I can't stand my kids for shit like that. Like why? Like why is that so important to you? Because it's important to this person.
Yeah.
So I just like people that shoot to themselves. So Candace Owens is kind of growing on me like Charleston White. Like I kind of want to hear both of them talk now.
But see, Charleston White is somebody that I don't know is true to himself. And I say that because he was one of those people. He was at all the fucking
City councilman.
He was at the city council meetings. He was deep into politics. He was in all of this shit. And he openly says, y'all didn't start listening to me until I changed up my persona. And now I'm saying the shit that y'all don't like.
But now when you start to watch more of Charleston White's interviews, he's starting to be more him. He's starting to give you him. Like you said, he did say that. Like when I was this person, y'all wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
Now I'm just being me, but I'm giving y'all this rapper persona that y'all love.
It's the same with Kevin Samuels.
Yeah,
Didn't
like-
get the attention till he started dissing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Women.
Because Charleston White was pretty open. He was like, "Oh, y'all don't like this character. I'm reading that y'all don't like this character, so I'm gonna make this character. I'm gonna work to make this character even better."
True, and he still
it
do that. But when you watch the full totality of most of his interviews, he's starting to give you him. I'm giving you this character is what's giving me the views, is what's giving me the clickbait.
The attention.
Yeah, like that. That's what this character is. You know, it's wrestling. It's Bret Hart there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Everything is pro wrestling.
yeah.
Why do we operate like that though?
I don't know. But because of that, like when I was watching the Candace Owens interview on Breakfast Club, I was like, I'm cool. Like, and I've never sat and listened to her. So that interview was kind of an eye opener for me because I've never sat and listened to her. I have only heard the highlights.
We also have a problem. We are so fucking religious,
But I was for her anyway.
But we have a problem with highlighting the conservatives in our community. We're so religious. It's impossible. It is impossible to be a Christian and not be a conservative. And it comes out. It usually comes out when we talking about sex, women. Shit, sex and women. Honestly. Homosexuality in some parts. Money, yeah, depending on who you talking to. But that's when those like real conservative views start to come out in a real way. But the people who really have like conservative views are kind of like silenced a little bit. I don't get it. I really don't.
I think they fear being ridiculed, being black conservatives. I think there's such a negative narrative put on there to where they don't be vocal about it. They just go about their life and do what's best for them and their family. I think it's wasted time on the argument.
Yeah, but shit, the first real conservative I sat down with when we had the conversation with Brother Jerry.
Yeah,
His name
Jerry. Yeah, Jerry.
That shit had me fucked up.
Jerry
Smith.
On the Husbands Club.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That shit had me fucked up. I'm like, dang, never sat down like with a real like black elitist before. With conservative, like real conservative views. So I was like, hey, this shit kind of got me fucked up a little bit. For real. But
Why?
Because you so used to hearing one side of something that you don't.
Pay attention.
It's like when you're in this bubble, right? You're in this bubble. You don't realize you're in a bubble until you get experience from something else.
Right.
And just that one conversation, I was like, oh, shit, there's another side of this conversation. You know what I mean? So it's important to hear both sides, and then you kind of go from there on how you feel on things. When we're so used to just hearing one side and that one side, you start to feel like, okay, that's really it. You know, I fuck with Candace Owens because Candace Owens, she has conservative views, but she never chooses a candidate.
She never took a side.
No.
Right.
Trump is she just was like, I'm voting for Trump because
This.
I mean, Joe Biden, like he's
It's
losing
trash.
his mental.
Right.
Oh,
You know
sorry.
what I mean? So that's why she said she never really chooses a candidate. It's kind of like, hey man, you know what I mean? So
I think that's a better position to be in. Never pick a side. Always be in the middle because you have to make one side win you over and win your vote.
it's a fact.
So I'm Democrat. The Republicans, I think they're at a point where they don't care. They're not even going to try to convince you to be a Republican. So if you stay in the middle, both sides have to work to get your vote.
It's a fact. And only one side be like, hey, let me take a picture with Glorilla real quick.
Right. And put a little video out
So disrespectful.
and say, yeah, Glow, real quick.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
That's insane.
And lie about canceling student loans one more time.
Gas you niggas
Like,
up
just in
real
case
quick.
y'all thought I forgot, I'm going to cancel them again.
So
I
funny.
forgot. Shout out to Roy Jones.
Before we move on, I think there's a difference in not participating in groupthink intentionally and unintentionally. Like,
What you mean by that?
I think there are people who are intentionally like, I want to be outside the box versus people who are authentic. I'm authentically just
Me.
me. You know what I'm saying? I just happen to be somebody who's outside the box. And there are people who make it their personality who are intentionally like, I want to be outside the box.
Yeah.
That's still a choice though.
Not if you're being true to self. This is just who I happen to be. I just happen to not fit into any boxes you can try to put me in. But there are people who actively make it their mission to be weird, or I want to be different from everybody else.
Like contrarians.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that is who Candace Owens is. I mean, when you think about it, she built her whole brand on that.
On what?
On being ostracized, being, having the different thoughts from the majority of the black community, pretty much going against the grain.
Being a contrarian.
Being a
didn't, though.
contrarian.
like, so when you, I think watching the Breakfast Club shit is important. Now that y'all saying that, because when you watch it, she's saying like Spence said, she was against Trump. It took her to be like, why was everyone that loved him right now hating him? So it took her to
She
to
started
do the
looking
work
to it
to
on her
study and look into it on her own to say, oh no, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. And then she just started paying attention to other shit. So I don't think she was trying to be outside the box. I just think that she was actually studying shit and learning from her perspective, learning about it and then saying, this just don't make sense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think it was more
I
of
think
that.
you can naturally become a contrarian when the rest of the world is thinking this way.
Yeah. Like, it's no different than how we come on this show and Spencer say the wildest shit, right? Like, that's just the way he feel about it. But 9 times out of 10, he actually got the knowledge behind it. He actually went down the fucking rabbit hole. He actually did all the necessary things to where it's like, yeah, we arguing like we think this nigga is fucking wild and crazy. Yeah. Like, it makes no sense. Yeah. But then when he say, but no, I can point you to where this happened at. Yeah. I can show you where, like, I'm not just a, you know what I'm saying?
All of those things can be
different.
true, but she still built her brand off of that.
So
like, all of those things can be true, but that is a part of her brand.
So do you feel like her being contrary is intentional, or is that just truly her genuine self?
I feel like it's very much so intentional because people don't pay attention to things that they agree with. They just don't. Like, when you look at even on our YouTube, when you look at y'all reviews, what gets the most clicks?
The shit that
what do you get the most responses to? It's a part of everything is a business. So it's a part of her brand. You know, you cannot say like, I just don't feel like all of it is 100% genuine.
But okay, outside looking in, even when you go to our reactions, these people probably think that we really is just putting on a fucking show. This is how we really are. Yeah. We are not putting on a show. Like, we are not skipping this shit because we know y'all gonna be mad when we skip this shit. We are skipping this shit because we don't like this shit.
Yeah, but to Shayna's point though.
So both ways.
With the songs that we reviewed that people do, when we say we do like this song, they don't respond to those the same way.
That's why I'm with her when she said all things can be true.
Negativity drives curiosity. First of all, if we do it in a reaction, the majority of the people who's going to watch that reaction is somebody that already likes the song.
Yes.
So if we are enjoying a song that they like, all we're doing is confirming that the song is good.
But they're not valid. In the comments, they're not validating like, oh, you guys, this is a great review.
They're not.
Humans don't do that. Now, if I go to watch a review on a song that I like, and then these three guys are completely shitting on the song that I like, now you have my attention.
Agreed.
Now I gotta say something.
Agreed.
Which is why a lot of people capitalize off of that, because everything is a business. A lot of people capitalize off of that for that very reason.
It's like writing reviews at restaurants. How many times you write a good review about a restaurant? It's always you're gonna more than likely write a bad review.
Yes.
More than likely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is some bullshit.
Hey man, but they call it human psychology. It's a psychological war.
Let's review it, Mr. Fries, man, because your review is probably valid.
Yeah, you definitely gonna go on there and talk about them crab shells out of line.
Damn.
We'll never let that go.
Hey man, shout out to the one right here by UNLV, man. Hey, at least
that's the only one. That's the only one.
Solid there.
The other one is no more.
It's gone.
That other one was
that's the garage now.
Remember when Sunday turned into dances?
Who the fuck
them
is
niggas in trouble.
Hold the roaches, please.
So we talked about it, man. So I seen you talk about it a little bit on the internet. Wifey, did you hear the verse?
I did.
How do y'all feel about it?
It's a cute jab.
Cute jab?
Cute jab. It ain't nothing to be like, ooh, he killed him. It's like, yeah, that's clever.
I just kind of felt like, why? Like, what was it for? Like, what was the reason?
Now that everything is starting to like come out on the internet, with shout out to Drake for that. I think at this point he's miles better than Jay-Z at the subbing wars. A lot of it is response. A lot of people are responding to him now. It's not a, I'm coming for him. It's I'm responding to you.
So where did the disrespect start? Like, what are they responding to? Especially Kendrick, because with the whole J. Cole and Drake, record, they were pretty much calling themselves the big three, including him.
J. Cole was doing.
J. Cole was, but still.
There are two verses in particular. First person shooter. I listen to J. Cole's verse on first person shooter with a different lens now. He's definitely shooting. And he has a verse with Lil Yachty. It's called On the Secret Recipe. He's starting to use steppers a lot. Steppers. He's starting to use steppers a lot. He said something about the big three, Muhammad Ali, and then he just starts going. You could take it as them shots to Kendrick. The Drake stuff is a little bit more personal.
Which is kind of trash.
Yeah, until you start diving into Drake's lyrics. Like, everybody was like, well, why did Metro Boomin allow, if he fucked with Drake, why did he allow Kendrick to shoot at, why did he allow Kendrick to shoot at Drake on his record? And it's like, well, shit, Drake used 21 Savage to shoot at all of them.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that Future is responding to was coming from Her Loss and a track or two from For All My Dogs. So the only song, so they're saying the only song that Metro Boomin produced on Her Loss, Drake is actually dissing Future on. Everybody thought it was at Metro Boomin at first, but it's at Future. So a lot of this is responding. They're responding.
And which song is that?
The one with Metro Boomin is called like More M's, I think. Something like that.
Okay.
More M's, and then What Would Pluto Do from For All My Dogs. You listening to it from a different. You listening to it now that everybody knows it's about a girl that has a boyfriend. What she did, she deleted the picture of him, but listening to it from a different lens, he's definitely like, yeah. So
How do you respond? I like if you're in the middle of somebody else's rap beef. How do you respond as like a regular?
this is why I feel so bad for 21. He is in a tough spot. I don't know what do you do. What do you do?
But not even 21. Like, oh girl, like
Right. Diana. Like,
like what, nigga? Like, why are y'all rapping
why
about
are y'all
me?
talking about me?
I think she was if they're both got claims of pillow talking.
Yeah.
So obviously they've both been kind of like talking about it. So I don't know if it's Metro Boomin that's been doing the pillow talking. I don't know if it's
Drake.
Drake.
This shit is over a chick.
All of this is all over.
She's
the shit.
white.
White.
Mixed like.
She's
I'm so disappointed.
Farrah Fawcett with a little tan on her.
Mixed like.
Wow.
She's spicy white.
Yes.
What a boyfriend.
Chipotle white.
So like I said, man, they got Diamond Records together, man. I don't know if they're close friends or they just know that we make magic together, but damn, it got to be something bad for you to be like, I'm blow all of this shit up for,
Or is it just to sell records?
But
'Cause it could be that too.
if you have
They got this record sales.
no, I
Together,
think
though.
Metro Boomin and Drake, I think that's
It's a done
they're
deal.
not fucking with each other at all. That's kind of, and Metro Boomin actually had a great argument. I just don't. Bringing up Her Loss was a kind of, and maybe he brought up Her Loss for a reason. Like, Kanye did say on Drink Champs, like, when it comes to Drake, only that person knows that he's dissing you at this point in
Because
time.
it's so personal.
Because basically what Metro Boomin was said, because I actually agree with him, Heroes and Villains should have been nominated, at least.
They was nominated for Album of the Year.
Yeah.
They was nominated. They lost to Killer Mike.
No, what was it then that they lost? Because it was Her Loss that he was he was complaining about?
That must have been the previous year, because Drake was.
It might have been. I don't know what it was for, but he was upset. He was very upset, and that's when that's when things got shaky. And he did bring up her loss as an example. But again, if they know like this nigga shooting on me on this album, then I'm saying this on purpose. You know. But yeah, man, I don't. It had something. It had to be whatever happened between that song with Tim's and now. Because Mike said there was a video for it. I don't know. I can't remember a song that big that really just wasn't pushed like that.
Yeah, the people pushed that song.
You know, it was like a smash record, but like I don't know, a smash record that's just not. It's like just there. It wasn't. I don't know. It was weird. It's very weird.
I haven't seen no videos from Drake in a minute though. To be honest, what's the last video we got from Drake? The one with Odell Beckham in it.
Yeah, nah. Drake dropped the video.
Yeah, with Lil
His
Yachty.
son is in it. He dropped the video with Lil Yachty. He dropped like 4 videos off his last project.
Did he?
No, but that Make Me Better song. It's Make Me Better, right? What the fuck is that Tim song called?
Wait for you.
Wait for
Yeah,
you.
wait for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's on Future's album.
Yes.
Future kind of act like.
Cause the song they did before that, they put out a video for. Fuck! Don't ask me the name of it, Jesus Christ.
No, like
song is that, Ivan?
because it was like because I actually liked the Future album and well you know I like the Future album, but it was like the Tim song came out right, and then a couple weeks later you telling me that you saying you love for me. I'm like, damn, they just gonna completely fucking. You got a smash out there,
That Wait for You is big.
and then he dropped is it Love Me Better? You tell me that you ain't all the love for me. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck
Yeah.
that song is. That shit came right after, and I'm like, God damn.
That's how it's supposed to go. If you got a smash,
No, not no smash like that. You supposed to do some shit with that. That Tim's record was huge.
Well, Tim's got a career out of it.
I mean, she had a career before that. Essence came.
Essence was
was
her.
before that.
Yeah, Essence was her breakthrough.
So
But I feel like, was he even really doing much with that album anyway? Like, it kind of was like people were saying the records that they like, but I didn't really see it like everywhere like that.
no, I'm not.
Other than his fan base.
Yeah, I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga was huge. The Tim's record. You saw me that song. He had a few records on there.
But were there videos? Was there promo? Like, was there anything really? I don't feel like he.
I mean, I'm not a video
really
guy.
does
No,
that.
I'm not no video. Mike said there was a video for the Tim's record though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wait for you. Yeah, like it's like they're like Game of Thrones. They're making fun of Drake. He's all fucking. He had like giant eyebrows and stuff like that too.
Oh, okay.
Let me see. I Never Liked You. That was 2022.
Oh, yeah, definitely a video.
I'm That Nigga was on there. Wait for You. Love You Better. And that song's that's the song directly after. I'm on one. Yeah, man. Damn.
I think you have to have a special set of ears to listen to Future on purpose.
That's crazy.
All
Yeah.
that,
Future.
all that auto tune.
Yeah,
He be sounding like he go and put a handful of rocks in his mouth and turn the auto tune on.
Same shit.
That's
Future
crazy.
needs
That
Singing
is not
about-
just me.
That shit
Thinking
hard.
about doing drugs that he will never even touch.
Oh my god.
That is not
Pandering.
I think Future is great at making turn up music.
Yep.
He is great at, but he is one of the big four.
Would you consider that pandering though? Like if you making music about doing drugs and then you
definitely
Most people
don't
do
ever
that.
Niggas rap about killing everybody under the sun and ain't shot a gun.
I
No
look
wrong
at
intended.
a lot of these rappers no different than I look at actors. It's the same shit to me. It's a different form of
So
media.
it's saying you feel like it's enjoyable.
Entertainment.
It's Future's music.
Yeah.
If I'm in the gym or I'm on the way to the turn up or I'm doing something active, yes, it's great music.
Hell yeah.
There are certain places that I want to hear music. I want to hear music at that's not like super lyrical music, lyrical miracle. Like there's nowhere where I want to listen to J. Cole these days. I don't want to just sit down and just break. I don't want to sit down.
I don't want to think too hard.
There
when I
is
listen to
not a
music.
lot. There is not enough time in the world for me to want to sit down and break down some lyrical miracle shit. And I'm really really upset that they even brought him into this conversation. Like,
Who, Kendrick? Oh, Cole?
yeah, it's like that nigga. He moves as if he's just glad to be here these days. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be here, bro. They finally mentioning my name, but I'm putting him up.
You don't feel like you keep saying that. You don't feel like him, Drake, and Kendrick has always been
No
the topic,
bro. 2 years. What are we two? Mike, are we like 2 years removed from Middle Child?
What's that?
It's 3, I think.
More than that, probably like 5.
From Middle Child?
Like 3, maybe.
That's the KOD, right?
Was Middle Child? No,
Middle Child
was
wasn't on none of that.
I think it was a single. It was a single pack because it was that one and it was.
I think that was on KOD.
Hold on. No,
Oh, that wasn't on KLD.
it wasn't.
We're only a few years removed from Middle Child.
Middle Child. Oh, I'm not trying to play it.
But
I don't know.
I got him in the big 4 right now because
The off season was 2021.
Yeah, that's 2019, so that's 5 years ago.
2021.
That's what I said. I thought it was a while
Yeah,
ago.
You ain't done that. You ain't been here. You ain't been here that long enough to be like I'm one of the goats because you're on a great run. Nigga, no.
I think he's always been mentioned though.
No, he has not.
I feel like
Yeah.
Cole
Do you
has
know what
always
Middle
been
Child was
mentioned.
about?
Yes, Middle Child is about basically him saying like as far as the older generation and the younger generation, he's right in the middle of hip hop. He's the middle child of hip hop.
He has always been in the middle of the pack. What has J. Cole done to be mentioned with the Kendricks, the Futures, and the Drakes?
He's had some hits. We're not gonna act like
What hits?
It's all the conversation always been Drake
ATL?
Cole and Kendrick.
Conversation has always been Drake,
for
Cole,
for this generation.
Bro has been on a roll for the last year and a half because he was doing some features and because of his rapping. But when it comes down to the music and the work that niggas is really putting in, why is he included in the big whatever you want to call it?
Because we've been talking about
his record
Dreamville
suck.
and TDE for a long since
the
from the beginning.
Forest Hills Drive.
Dreamsville, TDE, OVO has been a conversation. Each one of these 3 is the bigger part of the labels.
Yeah, who are you signing to?
That's one thing. Now we're moving the goalposts.
No,
I'm saying J. Cole as an artist
Has always been a part
What?
of the topic.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
Yes,
feel
he
like he
has.
has.
They've included him in the argument.
He's always
I don't
been
agree
a part
with
of
it,
this.
but he's always
been a part of this
argument.
conversation.
No, it wasn't. When J. Cole was included, it was Cole, Wale, Big Sean, and Kendrick. Those was the big
Wale?
4.
Wale.
Yes,
Wale
they was on the freshman cover. They were on the freshman cover together.
Wale and Big Sean has
It was
been,
Wale, Big Sean, J. Cole, Kendrick. It's been Kendrick and Drake for a long time. Now a nigga starts rapping really, and this is coming from somebody that's liking Cole from day one. Now the nigga starts rapping good because the music has been mid. Now he starts rapping all this lyrical miracle shit, and now he gets to be included in the top. No,
I think he's been in the conversation since Forest Hill Drive. That's 2014.
now that is a fucking lie.
Yeah, no, it's not.
That's a great album, but he wasn't in the top nothing at that time.
That
Shit, the
they
competition
talked about
wasn't-
that
it wasn't much
album.
competition.
For Your Eyes Only was trashing For Your Eyes
They
Only.
was, but they never trashed 2014
Because
Forest Hill
that's
Drive.
his only classic.
Exactly.
Certified classic.
Exactly. So he's been in the conversation. That's 2014. That's 2014. Drake around that time came out with Nothing Was the Same, which is 2013.
Okay.
Kendrick's project around that time is The Shit You Like, To Pimp a Butterfly, I believe. But let me double check. To Pimp a Butterfly
Same time frame.
is 2015.
But Kendrick was already on top. He was already there.
Kendrick really came in 2012.
I'm mad.
Mainstream
I'm
wise.
Yeah, back
mad.
then he was still the protege.
So they have all been the topic.
I'm mad
Wale
when
has
he
been the
didn't
one
like
put to the side.
And he
Big
quit
Sean has
rapping.
been the one put to the side.
Yes.
Like them 2 niggas, they have never really gave 2 fucks about. They always treated them
No, I
like
think
they
Big Sean,
haven't been
Big
doing.
Sean was there. Big Sean was there.
Future was
Big
there
Sean
too,
was-
but he
when
wasn't
was Big
in
Sean
the
there?
conversation. Big
When
Sean
was
was
Big
there.
Sean
He
there?
had the one big record.
When was Big Sean there?
I Don't Fuck With You was a big record, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
he has like
he's
fun
never in the
music.
conversation. He's never in the
he's not-
conversation.
He's never been in the conversation.
At one point, Sean was there in the conversation.
No, he was
When?
not.
Yes, he was.
As a lyricist,
finally
Yes.
famous.
He was there.
No, he wasn't.
No, he
What
was not.
music
No,
history
he
y'all got
wasn't.
right now. At one point, Sean was there.
No, he
Sean was
wasn't.
there because
Detroit,
Drake
too.
was still in his style. That's how big he was.
That's why Sean has been so pissed off all the time because he like, y'all never talking about me. Even on Control, he feel like he had the better verse. I feel like Sean had the better verse. I feel like Kendrick verse was fucking weak.
But when it comes to Kendrick has always overshadowed Sean. That's what the driving pun was.
And
for
this is why
Friday.
Sean
It's
has
'cause,
always
again,
been mad
you didn't
because-
overshadow the nigga.
And this is why Sean has always been mad because every time I've gave y'all what I feel is great shit, y'all have always set me to the side as if I haven't gave y'all great
And
shit.
Sean got some hits too.
He was there, bro.
What?
My
do he
last.
have?
My last.
I want to say
What do he have?
Marvin and
What did you
Chardonnay.
say?
What do he have?
I'ma drink the drink up like it's my
I
last.
know the song.
Marvin and Chardonnay.
No.
Dance.
Ass is
Yeah.
what we going with right now?
I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you.
Smash. Then he had Blessings with Drake.
I don't fuck with you got a bigger boost when they redid it on the movie Fight Night or
on,
whatever
we're
the
not gonna
fuck.
do this.
Yes, that's what
I
happened.
don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you was so big because he was at that point he was dating someone that was so big in the industry. Shout out to the sister that passed away. What's her name? Like Nyla Rivera or some shit. It was about her.
Click.
It's about her.
Which is cool.
That's why that song got a boost. 'Cause
Got
everybody
a big
was
boost
talking
when
about
you
it.
had the little kid sitting there on the movie, and that became a big clip, and it was like, oh shit. Then everybody,
Come on now, we
then
ain't
they
doing
got,
that. Come on.
No.
then they got put back here.
I think I don't fuck with you is big in and of itself. The Naya Rivera part definitely helps, but outside
She was
of
on
that,
what? What? She was on a big ass
on
song.
Glee.
Okay, she was on Glee. Okay. Yeah, because they was having interviews and all that shit about it. That song was huge.
That song was huge.
Blessings with Drake.
The rest of that shit, you.
Y'all didn't like that Double or Nothing Big Sean and Metro Boomin album?
What did you
It was
say?
cool. It was all right.
Metro Boomin got to start being more conservative with who he out here making albums
That
with.
shit hard.
It was cool.
Don't Usher got one too, don't he?
Yup.
That was
Oh no, it's
He could've-
Zaytoven.
He could have kept that.
He could have kept a lot of things after.
But I'm look, man, the big four, the big four, if that's what you want to call it right now, the
Take
big
J.
four,
Cole out. Put Future in.
it's four. Because if we're really talking about pure numbers and all that shit, you're taking Cole out.
Yes.
You're taking Cole out, and that is Future. That is Future. Been doing it for so long
They don't-
that it's being overlooked
They don't put Future in that class.
because
so.
if it's because of his perceived lyricism. But if we're talking about everything else, he's there and he's been there for a long time. You might be able to put Future above
Kendrick.
They're not calling the nigga the Jay-Z of the South for no reason.
Who calls him that?
Everybody.
I've never heard that to the day.
I mean, I'm with Future, but I ain't heard that one.
I've never.
What's the name said? What's the name said it on
21.
21 said it.
What's
There's a few
21?
people that
21
said-
doesn't have a green card.
21 is British.
Doesn't have a green card.
The Great Britain, mate.
Future has been doing it for a long time. Outside of Drake, there's no one else that's been doing it longer than him.
That's true.
And out of all of them, outside of Drake, you're hearing Future music the most.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to say the big four right now, because you got to include Future, all them niggas is going at it right now, and I think it's great for hip hop. It's super great for hip
I'm
hop.
for it.
Do you think that Kendrick's verse was like as big as the internet made it in that moment?
It was better.
It was better.
Once I heard it, that beat. First of all, the beat was amazing.
This the Kendrick I want.
Him riding on it was. I was like, oh shit, okay.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. I feel like what Kendrick does that the rest of them don't do is he's pretty direct. There was no guessing about who
You
he
know
was talking
exactly
to.
who he was talking about.
Yeah. And then people had to go back and listen to
catch
You
up.
know, so now when like when first person shooter come on, when Cole's verse come on, listen to it again, and he be like, okay, I can understand why it was time for him to say something. So yeah, he shook the shit up, man. And I've been very, very critical of Kendrick.
Yeah, especially after
yeah.
his last project.
Yeah, I started
He hated
questioning
that.
him for a minute.
They call it, look. They call it on Twitter. They call it. They say Kendrick do jazz drill.
Jazz drill.
So yeah, I've been very, very critical because I don't fuck with Kendrick's music at all. I really don't.
I enjoyed his last album a little bit,
Really?
especially
Like
the
his
one
last
with Summer Walker. I like
We
that
really
song.
gotta stop doing this.
I didn't like his last album, but I like Damn, and I like
Damn,
every
too.
album
Damn
in
is
between.
trash.
Like I like Good Kid, Mad City. I don't like The Pimple Butterfly. I like Damn. I don't like this other shit. So I think I'm gonna like the next one.
I like Section 80, Good Kid, Mad City, and Untitled. The Untitled joints.
People forget about Untitled.
Them joints was hard.
Yeah,
And but
I'm not a section.
now we finna see what happens. You know, the knock on Kendrick is that he comes out, then comes back in, and you know what I mean? He disappears and then he comes back, then he disappears and he comes back. There is a nice little civil war brewing, you know what I mean? So we finna see how the one thing Metro Boomin did do that no one else has done before has been able to isolate Drake. Took away all his. Who do you go to? You got Travis at his concert saying play the Drake diss. You got fucking 21 is you can't. I don't even know what the fuck he can do. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place right now.
Cause can you be neutral?
It don't matter because
Is it
somewhere out
possible
there,
to be neutral?
With him,
Yeah.
somewhere out there, they're still singing.
He don't bloody no.
you got. I mean, you got a relationship with Drake, even though it seems like because we was all wondering, like, why 21 ain't on his album enough. You know what I mean? It's like a Drake album with 21 Savage vocals on it a little bit, and it's like, well, you kind of used him to this is partners, but we know y'all got a relationship. You got a close relationship with Future, and then Metro Boomin is like one of your best friends. What can you know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough.
I mean, if it boils down to it being about a woman, though, it's kind of easy to pick sides on that. Like, I think.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on what everybody knows. It depends on what everybody knows. Honestly, what information did the girl tell? No.
For 21, I mean 21. It's an easy solution. Give me some pussy too, then I'll tell you
Right.
who I feel is right in this
Tell you who's
situation.
right.
Yeah.
I do have one. Why did they let Drake take the 6 from them?
Who?
from Atlanta.
You know, that was kind of like
But didn't he get that from the ghostwriter?
No, he got that from the Atlanta niggas around What a Time to Be Alive. You know, Zone 6. That's Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
No, saying
I think the ghostwriter was
right.
from Atlanta.
the ghostwriter was from
Quentin?
Atlanta.
Yeah,
Quentin was
wasn't he from Atlanta?
Is he?
Quentin wrote that when Drake first started saying that sick shit. Quentin wrote that,
Was that when
and
he
it
really
was
started?
based on Atlanta,
Yeah.
and then Drake kind of used it for Canada. Shayna is kind of right. That
Okay.
did come out. That did come out when the ghostwriting shit came out.
Is it
Is
Zone?
he from Atlanta?
Is it Zone 6 in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Zone 6, nigga.
Yeah.
Is he from? He ain't from. Damn, he is.
Yeah, I remember when
That
she
is
said it. I was
fucking
like,
pretty
crazy.
clever, though.
That is
I
clever.
remember
as-
that.
Yeah.
That is clever as
When
fuck.
Shayna
to
said it, that's what
read-
made me like, oh, you
You
right.
basically
Yeah, you right.
rebranded your fucking city.
Yeah, because he wrote it for Atlanta. He wrote it based on Atlanta. Then he gave the song to Drake.
And Drake took that shit and rebranded his entire fucking
'Cause
city
they-
off of it.
He
That's
figured
fucking
that
crazy.
Drake would change the lyrics to fit his city, but Drake just turned
Kept
himself
it.
to the sixth god.
That's wild. This nigga's the GOAT.
Hey,
He might
One
be the
thing
GOAT.
Drake do good
Damn.
is take shit.
That's definitely Mike Jack for sure.
be
Jackson like a motherfucker.
What if
boy.
you take the 7?
That's why he
But
said
you
Prince
heard-
lived longer than Mike Jack.
Let's not play with Mike.
That's why he
Numbers,
said
nigga.
Prince lived longer than Mike Jack.
Let's not play with.
Oh.
Let's not play with Mike like that, please.
That's why he said Prince lived
I don't
longer
think
than Mike
think
Jack.
Drake will ever respond. I think Future is his. I mean, not Future. I think Kendrick is his. What's that shit called? The Superman is
His kryptonite.
It's Kryptonite. I don't think
Not
Kendrick been
Pusha T?
coming at him too much. Kendrick been coming at him way too much.
I know I saw somebody
The BET freestyle,
post the ciphers.
the BET.
Yeah.
That's when it really like, oh shit.
But what he do to Pusha T?
He don't give a fuck about what did Pusha T do to Pusha T.
But he still
Nobody cares
no
about Pusha T.
Drake just did it on
He still
on
shoots a
fucking what's the one song what he got with Travis Scott out right now that's all over the radio.
he still shoots a Pusha, and Pusha is fucking nobody. I'm so tired of people bringing up Pusha. He's
No,
a
what's
fucking
meltdown
nobody.
Listen to Meltdown. He's going at. He's shooting that Pusha on Meltdown.
He go at Pusha a lot.
He's shooting that Push in for real.
He still throw. He still throw shots at them for sure. He's still throwing shots at them because of why not?
But he just don't. Kendrick is different. I don't know what. That's like I don't know if he just scared of him or what. I would enjoy seeing a Future and Drake go back and forth because you got two people that's on. It's 11 play. It's a level playing field. You know. Usually when Drake is going at somebody, it's kind of like I'm here and then I can do what the fuck I want to do. But when it's two of y'all,
I think because Kendrick bring that West Coast
I think
essence,
it's a coastal thing.
West Coast essence to it. Like
Kendrick ain't from the West Coast. Kendrick is from fucking
he's from Compton.
From Compton.
Japan.
He's from Compton.
But we gonna start doing this, man. Kendrick is from fucking
Compton.
Do you see how that nigga dress? That nigga
I
is
get
from
it.
Japan somewhere.
But he bring the West Coast essence as far as like being more direct. Like
There's nothing in
aggressive.
his music that says West Coast.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Man, that shit was. You know when the nigga say I'm from fucking New York, but you've been in the
Yeah.
city for 7 years.
Me?
You from here now?
Yeah.
But I'm saying like the rap part of it. Like West Coast was always more direct when they came to their beefs. The East Coast was
I gotta
was
think
more
too much.
sub
Yeah.
than
You had to
anything.
put some
You know what I'm
pieces
saying? Like
together.
they was always subbing the next nigga. Like you had to be in that situation to understand what they was talking about. You had to be around that situation and know, okay, yeah, he's talking about this person. West Coast has always been direct.
What's up, Ivan?
If we talking about
The zone thing. I'm looking at the zone thing. I didn't know that was a thing for real.
You know they had zones in Atlanta?
No,
Zone 4, Zone 6.
no. I think I heard
Who
T.I.
does-
say it, but
Was his Gucci, right?
Gucci Man.
Gucci man, yeah.
okay. No, I didn't know that was a thing. I know in Houston. It's
It's
a thing.
Wards.
Yeah, awards.
Wards, yeah. Okay.
That's in Houston and
New Orleans.
New
New
Orleans.
Orleans.
well, so I was gonna say do
Fourth
the same
ward.
thing.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so that's just what I think about Kendrick. Kendrick is more direct. These niggas is not direct, and that's why Kendrick is a better killer at this shit.
And before we get up out of here, this is why I fuck with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj be trying to do the same shit when it come to these women out here, but she gets called old. Why?
Do the same thing as far as what?
Fuck these bitches. I'm on these bitches' heads. Y'all suck.
Well, no, it's
And she gets called old.
Because when it comes to women, they always try to,
You
they
called
try
her
to
old.
promote the whole thing as far as like it's a sisterhood, but it's
That
really
shit
not.
on
It's
these
really
bitches'
not
heads,
that.
These bitches
Yeah,
suck.
they. When it comes to rap, they do not. They don't support the whole like the real art of battling with each other. Like
They
that's
don't
never
like-
really been a thing.
They don't like Nicki.
They want it to
because
be a fake nasty nice.
Nicki went at Lil Kim. Lil Kim is their GOAT. So it's
he-
gonna be forever
I'm
fuck
here.
you.
Ain't nobody here fucking with me. Why is that why am I old? Because nigga,
Because
is
now
the
you are
essence of
old.
what hip hop is.
Because when you was young, Lil Kim was old.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was going at Lil Kim too,
And
nigga.
calling her
so
old.
you was calling her old.
But
so
this
now
ain't
how you old.
You're
Get
old,
old
and
too.
we're gonna
But
call
this
you
ain't,
old.
this ain't just start though. Nicki been doing this shit. She been calling. You bitches suck. And it's always been she's old. She got other shit going. It's always been niggas, some personal shit with her.
But
why
that
can't
was
I
her-
just, in the spirit of hip hop, why can't I say you bitches suck?
Because when you came into the spirit
That's
of hip hop,
crazy.
when you
But
went
Kendrick
out
do
Lil
it. Kendrick
Kim,
do it. It's like, oh shit, I love hip hop is back. Hip hop is back. I love this shit. Nicki been doing this shit and y'all
But
been.
he didn't call them old.
no,
though,
that's two
either.
different things. You talking two different things.
No, I'm not. Nicki been saying you bitches suck. I'm trying to go at you
I think it's a difference between
Kendrick is saying we're in the same fucking arena. We're on the same fucking basketball
No, he said
court.
it ain't no big three. Nigga, it's a big me,
But-
nigga.
Exactly.
What
but
you mean?
We're in the same thing. We're in the same age group, and nigga, I'm better than y'all. Nicki is not saying
He said
that.
I'm crashing out like Melly Mel, nigga.
Who was Nicki
I'm Melly
going
Mel,
against?
nigga.
Who was Nicki going against that was in her same?
There hasn't been a
Arena.
woman. There hasn't been many women that came into hip hop like they was the shit, and Nicki ain't go at them. In the spirit of hip hop,
Who?
why did it have to be some personal
Who
shit?
did she go at? Who did she go at?
Like Cardi, did she?
In
She
Remy-
did.
Remy
They
Martin.
fought.
To
Her
the end?
and
They
Cardi,
fought
they
years
like,
ago when Cardi had the nut on her head.
from the shoe.
From the shoe.
They like that was physical. That became physical.
Nicki didn't like none of the bitches.
That's what I'm saying. But why can't that just be in the spirit of, like
Because
it
it's
be
not
the
in the spirit of
niggas
hip-hop.
faking it. It be the niggas faking it. It really be the niggas faking it. Like we fake homeboys, and then it takes a girl to break all of this shit up. Now we all subbing each other, dissing each other. When niggas, soon as you hop in the arena, I'm like a dog with fucking night vision. Bitch, you suck.
Well, this MMA fighting is something else.
Yeah.
Eh?
No, I'm just saying, like, why in the spirit of, she's been on this, but it's always been something with her.
But
the
like
age
he
gap.
said, she started out with calling people old. So
saying.
now it's fair game. You are the old bitch now. You're old.
better
You
embrace
might
that
be
shit.
great,
Yeah.
but you're old.
Fuck, these bitches suck. These bitches suck. Straight
She
up.
didn't prove that with Bigfoot. Like, we can't let that go.
I think Bigfoot was just we all
A
think
very
it was
poorly
just,
put together.
we all feel like that
response.
shit was just a little jab. Like Kendrick, that was just a little
Y'all throw
jab.
a
Let me
jab
see
out
what
there,
you
see what
gonna
they
do.
gonna make.
That was my charged up.
Yep.
Let me see what you gonna do. And where Meg at?
There was nothing to
It's
respond to. It
been
was
silence
terrible.
ever since.
It was so bad, though. Like, why would you keep responding to that?
From a lyrical standpoint, regardless, if we are sparring, if we are going at it, say something. Niggas been silent.
What is there
For
to
what?
say, though?
See that?
What was there to
What
respond
man
to?
got the game by doing it?
What does Meg? Just nigga, we both rapping.
I put out we rapped. I put out my verse first. You put out your verse second.
And I put out the better record.
But if I'm silenced, I don't give Nikki that attention to possibly boost her back up. So
No,
just,
you
just
lost.
ignore.
You lost.
No, I didn't lose because I went first, and I
Oh, you lost.
no, she did not lose.
You lost.
She never stepped into the arena.
And I'm not a Nigga fan by any stretch of the fucking imagination, but she washed Nicki.
See,
in
but
that
see,
one.
I don't like that shit. Cause Drake fucking ignored Joe Budden too, and Joe Budden was tearing his ass up.
But did he really ignore him, though?
You don't
Because he
win
was
by ignoring.
subbing. He was still going online doing
You
weird,
don't win by
weird stuff,
ignoring,
like a
man.
woman.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
do.
win like ignoring.
Because if he would have responded to Joe Budden, that would have gave him the fuel to, all right, let me rile these niggas up with a Pump It Up Part 2.
Nah, I just won by ignoring.
Nas did not win by ignoring. What are you talking about?
He didn't respond to Super Ugly, did he?
Because Jay-Z got on the
Jay-Z.
radio crying. The fuck
No,
are you
we
talking
not-
about?
Nah.
Come on, man. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Jay-Z's mama called into the radio station, told that nigga to apologize.
My mom.
He came up there.
That don't have nothing to do with. What does that have to do with you?
Everybody said Super Ugly was like trash. Like,
Nas ignored it, right?
no, he didn't.
What do you? Did he respond to Super Ugly?
Yes.
What did? What was the response?
Was it Get Down? No, Get Down was not his response. It was a freestyle. It was a freestyle. And then that's when on Blueprint 2, is it Blueprint 2.5? When is it Uchi Wally or One Mic? What fucking song was that? That's called Blueprint 2, right?
Yeah.
And that's when niggas was like, well, if he would have put this out,
HOVA.
if he would have put this out before Super Ugly or even Takeover, we wouldn't have no discussion right now. That was the better. They were still going at it after Super Ugly was just like, that's too fucking.
Hey, Biggie ignored Tupac.
When?
No, he said if Faith had twins, there'd be Tupac. Get it, Tupac's.
But then after
Biggie,
hit him
Biggie
up.
didn't ignore it. Biggie didn't
And
ignore it.
and
Biggie's talking about that on
the
Life
Kiss
After
Goodbye.
Death.
Kiss Goodbye was fucking. Come on now.
Well, I mean, Pac was gone. He outlived Tupac.
No, but he dissed him before he died. A lot of that shit on Life After Death is before Pac's death. They died right behind each other.
All right, y'all, man. See that bullshit.
One died in September, the next nigga died in March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it wasn't gonna be a bullet, it was gonna be a heart attack. It was one of the two.
Jesus.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
right.
we out of here, man. Hey, and as always, man, you can follow the podcast page on Twitter, Views from the 7, Instagram, Views from the _7, TikTok, Views from the _7, Facebook, Views from the 7, and YouTube, View 7 Network, man. We got all type of shit coming, man. I think we got a very, 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 very special guest this week, man. Goddamn. You can follow me on. You can follow me at Just Call Me Spence. JUS Call Me Spence. SPENC. Fellas, lady. Where can they find y'all at?
I'm taking a social media break, man.
Shut up.
Shut up. Just give them your handle and come
I
on.
be arguing about creases and jeans and shit, man. I don't need to be on social media right
Stop being
now.
passive aggressive.
I'll talk to y'all another time, man. Fuck it.
Skinny Junior 777 on Instagram.
Shayna _Candy, and that's everywhere.
I am Esther the O on Instagram and Twitter.
Peace.